Always grateful to see you all here. Welcome all to the love and light that is Unity of Lawrence. Welcome to those of you sitting right in front of me, and welcome to all of those of you, hundreds of people, who are on Facebook or Zoom. As you know, in Unity, we begin everything with prayer. Let's take a centering breath and open to the divine in all of us and listen to this prayer. With full hearts and open minds, we gather today to accept the endless possibilities of peace on earth and peace in our hearts. We acknowledge the existence of pain and injustice in the world, but we also acknowledge limitless love and our limitless being. We welcome our divine inheritance as co-creators. We know that we are already standing in the light of love, of healing, and of transformation, and so it is. Amen. Our prayer chaplains are trained to hold sacred space and pray with you one-on-one. If there's anything in your heart to be held in prayer, please see Holly at the chaplain's office after today's service. The office is to the right of the podium. Our chaplains will also pray for you during the week. Place a purple prayer request slip in the wooden box outside the office. Remember, all prayers are confidential. And we're trying something new. We're offering a prayer circle immediately after the service at the front of the sanctuary for all who want to participate in a group prayer for themselves and the world. You can still meet one-on-one with the chaplain in the office, but now you'll also be able to join our other chaplains to experience the healing presence and oneness of affirmative prayer. And now, please stand as you're able and join Holly in singing Living in the Heart of God.
Not forgotten, we are living in the heart of God. Nothing is ever lost, and we are not forgotten, we are living in the heart of God. We are living, we are living, we are living in the heart of God. We are living, we are living, we are living in the heart of God. Let's remember that as we say hello to our neighbors this morning. last chorus. Here we go. We are living, we are living, we are living in the heart of God. We are living, we are living, we are living in the heart of God.
Thank you, Holly. And now it's time for our unity intentions. Please affirm with me Unity's founding principle together. There is only one presence and one power in the universe and in my life, God, the source of all good. And now our Unity of Lawrence vision statement together. United in divine love and joy, we share a peaceful and abundant world for all. And now our Unity of Lawrence mission statement together. We are a thriving spiritual community, sharing love, building bridges, and inspiring transformation. And now, for our joy and comfort, Cindy Novello.
Morning, everyone. Good to see you all. Always like coming home. So I'm going to start the morning off with a song called 10,000 Sorrows, in parentheses 10,000 Joys, because it's really about the balance of the two. A song that I co-wrote with my dear friend and producer Tom Prasada Rao right at the beginning of the pandemic, but it feels like a really perfect song for any day. May I know whatever happens, all is well with my soul. Though the world and the future are beyond my control, may I hear in the distance that still small voice singing of 10,000 sorrows, dancing with 10,000 joys. May I trust that in the darkness I can finally see the light. Cast my sins upon the waters, let them go without a fight. May I find my absolution, that to forgive is a choice that leads to 10,000 sorrows, dancing with 10,000 joys. Lovers meet in the hour of grace, at long last that sweet embrace. Finally, dancing face to face. May I live to meet the morning, to greet the rising sun, before I gladly meet my Maker. Say, my Lord, my work is done. May I dream the dream of angels,
May I ever rejoice in the realm of 10,000 sorrows, dancing with 10,000 joys. In the realm of 10,000 sorrows, dancing with 10,000 joys.
Thank you, Cindy. Cindy Smarsh has been counseling, coaching, speaking, and writing for over 35 years to support people in their personal and professional transformation. She has also served in various church roles throughout her entire life. She believes love is the answer to everything. Welcome, Cindy Smarsh.
Good morning, everybody. It's great to see you all here. We have a nice full house this morning, and hopefully we have a lot of friends out there too. I'm glad to have you with us. So I grew up in Iowa in the 70s and the 80s, and every summer I went to church camp for a week, and it was one of my favorite things in life. And I waited all year to go for that 1 week. It meant so much to me. And every night we had a campfire, and one of our songs went like this: Heaven is a wonderful place filled with glory and grace. I want to see my Savior's face. Heaven is a wonderful place. I want to go there. Yeah, I know, it's more than you ever expected already. You're welcome. That might be the high point. I don't know. We'll see. Or the low point. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, I grew up with that implication, that idea that heaven was this place that we would go to if we were good when we died, and then we'd get to meet Jesus and God. So then in 1989, you may remember the film The Field of Dreams was released, and it was filmed in Dyersville, Iowa, which was just an hour east of where I lived for 17 years in Cedar Falls, Iowa. And one of the most famous lines was when Kevin Costner's character was asked, "Is this heaven?" And he said, "No, it's Iowa." But we Iowans loved that little claim to fame. It was a lot of fun. But again, it implied, right, that heaven is this place somewhere. Where is it, right? Well, Unity teaches something very different. Unity teaches that heaven is a kingdom of our consciousness. It's the state of our consciousness. And the heaven consciousness is when our souls and our bodies harmonize with divine mind. So Jesus taught about the condition of the mind and used parables and illustrations and all kinds of things for us to try to grasp what this state of consciousness is. But he never discussed heaven as a place in a distant realm. So we don't have to die to get to heaven any more than we have to die to go to hell, according to Unity. Rather, it is a direct outworking of our own thoughts, beliefs, words, and actions. Heaven and hell are symbols. They're not places. So hell is when our consciousness is in error, when we have mistaken views about God, about humankind, or universal events. So we put ourselves in that state of hell. And when we have the consciousness of heaven, This is when we are in the full truth of who we are. And we experience that feeling of oneness with divine mind, and we can be at peace. The possibilities are endless when we are in this state. Full healing is possible, joy is possible, infinite abundance is possible, anything is possible. So there's a story of a samurai and a Zen master. And the samurai says to the Zen master, "I demand you teach me the difference between heaven and hell." And the Zen master says, "Teach you about heaven and hell? You are a thick-headed, arrogant buffoon. I wouldn't waste 1 minute trying to teach you such things that you could never grasp." Now, of course, this did not please the samurai, right? And he turned beet red, and he started breathing heavily and raising his sword to chop off the Zen master's head. And just as he was about to do so, the Zen master put up his hand and said, "That, sir, is hell." And the samurai dropped to his knees and realized what a great teaching the Zen master had just given him. And he bowed humbly to the Zen master, realizing that the Zen master was saying, we create hell ourselves by how we perceive a situation, by what we think in our minds. And he said, "Thank you, sir, for teaching me something that is going to change my life forever." And the Zen master said, putting his hand on his shoulder, "And that, sir, is heaven." So, what version are you living in your life? Are you in some version of your own hell right now, or in some version of your own heaven? Because this is what we do. And this is what I've done. So on July 10th, my beloved kitty cat, who had mammary cancer, died. And I was grieving heavily, as I'm sure you can understand. And I was really feeling it. And then a book was recommended to me called The Amazing Afterlife of Animals. And so I snatched that book up as fast as I could and started reading. And the author is a medium who believes she receives messages from deceased animals and then passes them on to their owner. And she told story after story after story that really affirmed that there is still connection, there's always a connection, and that our animals are often right around us after they have died physically. And I found such great comfort in it, such great peace in it. And so my consciousness rose. Well, I don't know about you, but anytime I experience something so wonderful, I want to share it. And so one night at dinner, I was sitting with my beloved husband, Ed, and I told him about this book and told him a couple of stories. And he smiled and listened. And when I was done, you guys, am I getting too predictable in our relationship? You know what I'm about to say, right? I said, "Well, honey, do you believe it?" And he goes, "I believe that you believe it." So, I was up here feeling better after I read the book, and then I dipped down a little bit from that. So the next day, I was having tea and coffee with these 2 adult children we have living with us, who are scientists and PhDs, but they love animals, and they loved Pebble, and they have their own cat. And so I thought for sure they'd be interested in this fabulous book. And so I shared it again, optimistic again, excuse me. And I got done telling them a couple stories, and one of them said, There is no scientific evidence that this could be possible. And the other one said, yeah, there's no proof. She can't prove this. And I said, well, what do you think she was doing then in this whole book? And they said, well, these are great stories that would really sell. It's a good marketing tool, et cetera, et cetera. And again, then I went even further down. Now, that's not anyone's fault but mine. You know? That book made me feel so much better. And what we do, right, as humans is we let other people's thoughts, other people's ideas, other people's reactions take us down to hell. And there's no need for it. I should not have let that happen. So here's another story. So have you heard of the book or the theory, the Let Them theory by Mel Robbins? Okay, so for those of you who have not heard of this, simply put, the Let Them theory says we need to let people be themselves. Just let them. You know, if they're going to criticize, let them. If they're going to be happy at work, let them. If they're not going to be happy with their boss, let them. If they're going to do their homework, let them. If they're not going to do their homework, let them. If it's, whatever, just whatever it is, just let them, because we can't control anyone else, right? The other part of the theory is let me choose to do what I believe in doing. Let me think how I choose to think, et cetera, et cetera. So we were on a trip to Washington a few weeks ago to see a couple of our kids and their children, our grandchildren. And I read the book on the plane. Even though I'd studied the theory before, heard about it, I read the book on the way out. And then we get out there. And part of our week there was Ed and I agreeing to take care of the little grandchildren. They're like 5 and almost 3 right now, so they're little ones, high energy children, very cute, very fun. But anyway, we were going to take care of them a couple of days while we were there. And so the parents could go off and have a nice date together. And so 5 minutes after the parents leave, 5 minutes, and I'm in the playroom with Alaska and Ezra, and we're having a good time. Ed walks in and says, I think I'll go take 45 and take a nap. I mean, he was on vacation after all. We all were. But anyway, I said, oh, okay. But in my mind, I didn't judge him out loud. But in my mind, I thought, we just agreed to take care of these 2 little children for 2 days, and 2 seconds in, you're out? You're kidding me. I mean, this is what was going through my mind. Now, as you understand, judgment is judgment, whether it's just in here or we share it. We're still judging, right? I was still judging. Well, a couple days later, I was on the floor again playing with the kids, and I had the puppets going, and, I'm using my imagination, and we're doing all these things. And I noticed that Ed is, he loves being a grandpa. He's very attentive. He's very present. He gets a kick out of them. He has his way of being with them. But I was thinking, he's not playing with them right. He's not playing with them correctly. I literally thought that. I thought he is not playing with our grandchildren correctly. Oh, isn't this please tell me I'm not alone in these kinds of, thank you, hello. Okay, but I didn't say it. But I seriously thought it. Well then, toward the end of our trip, I noticed he was in the corner on his computer. He had his head in his computer, and I knew he didn't need to work on this trip. And so I thought, well, what is he doing over there? And we're all around the house. I mean, the kids are back, and we're all doing some different things around the house. But he was in the corner with his computer a long time, and I was confused. And so I went over and I said, hey, honey, what are you up to? And he said, oh, I'm researching Airbnbs for my ski trip the end of February. And I thought, I must have had a look, because he said, don't give me that look. I didn't say anything, but he said, don't give me that look. And I was like, okay. But in my mind, here came the dialogue again. Here we are with these kids. We miss them every day. We only see them once or twice a year, and you're sitting in your computer planning a trip 6 months down the road. What are you thinking? Why would you do that? Blah, 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 blah. I'm thinking all this stuff. So instead of just let them, right, I was creating my own little teensy tiny versions of hell, right? Judging, 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 judging. Every moment I spent judging is a moment I took away from my own joy, right? And this is what we do, right? When we talk of heaven and hell in life, in our daily lives, we might think hell is when we're going bankrupt, when the tornado hits our house, when we get the terrible diagnosis, when someone we love dies, when we lose our jobs, when the marriage falls apart. We might think that is hell, and we would say that is, right. But it doesn't have to be that dramatic. It doesn't have to be that dramatic at all. It can be these little moments, like I've described, where we just chip away at our own heaven. So, when I was training with Jack Canfield, who was the founder of the Chicken Soup for the Soul books, but also turned into America's #1 success coach, he taught us one day that he was saying that 99% is difficult and 100% is a breeze. And he started teaching by saying, do you know that if an airplane gets just 1% off course, just 1%, by the end of that flight, it's going to need to make an emergency landing somewhere else. It gets them completely off track, completely. And this is how our states of heaven and hell are. If we just get a little off track, a little bit at a time, pretty soon we will fall in deep despair. So here's some other things. 99%, you may think, well, that's really good. 99% is really good, and it does sound good, for sure, in theory. But if only 99% of your mail is delivered, 16,000 pieces of mail will be lost every single day. 20,000 prescriptions will be filled incorrectly every week, and your heart will stop beating 32,000 times this year. Now, I don't know about you, but I don't want any of that, right? And so I challenge you to think about creating your own heaven 100% of the time, right here, right now. And you may say, well, Cindy, none of us are perfect. How could I ever do that? You've got to be kidding. But I disagree with you. Because as Unity teaches us, we are all perfectly and wonderfully made. When we line up with divine mind, that is heaven.
When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my soul go deeper, my soul go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. When I pray, I feel my love go deeper, my love go deeper into my God. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. Right here, right now, right where I am, I pray. When I pray, I feel my heart go deeper, my heart go deeper into my God.
Okay, how about we settle in a bit? Really comfortable, whatever that looks like for you. Maybe close your eyes or soften your view. And let's go a little deeper, right here, right now. Let's go a little deeper. And as you're breathing at your own pace, I'd like you to think about, what's my version of heaven? What's it look like in my day, in my life, to be in my own version of heaven? And feel it. Feel that peace in it. Feel that joy in it. Feel the abundance of it. Feel your own wholeness, your own divinity in it. And rest in it. You are divine. You are love. You are perfectly and wonderfully made. And the possibility of heaven is within you. It is you. And so I invite you to hold on to that thought. Believe it. And take another breath or two. And feel your feet on the floor. And bring yourself back around to our conscious experience here together today as we enjoy another beautiful song with Cindy.
Right. So I'm going to do a fun little song here by Iris Dement. Do we have any Iris Dement fans out there? Kansas City's own, yeah. A fun little song about different people's ideas of heaven and the opposite, and a choice to let be. So. Everybody is a-wondering what and where they all come from. Everybody is a-worrying about where they're gonna go when the whole thing's done. But no one knows for certain, and so it's all the same to me. Think I'll just let the mystery be. Some say once you're gone forever, and some say you're gonna come back. Some say you rest in the arms of the Savior if in sinful ways you lack. Some say you're gonna come back in a garden, bunch of carrots and little sweet peas. Think I'll just let the mystery be. Everybody is a-wondering what and where they all come from. Everybody is a-worrying about where they're gonna go when the whole thing's done. But no one knows for certain, and so it's all the same to me. Think I'll just let the mystery be. Take it, Holly. Some say they're going to a place called glory, and I ain't saying it ain't a fact. But I heard that I'm on the road to purgatory, and I don't like the sound of that. 'Cause I believe in love and I live my life accordingly. But I choose to let the mystery be. Everybody is a-wondering what and where they all come from. Everybody is a-worrying about where they're gonna go when the whole thing's done. But no one knows for certain, and so it's all the same to me. Think I'll just let the mystery be. Think I'll just let the mystery be.
Thank you, Cindy. That was great. Yes, indeed. Well, here's our ushers have come forward. Sorry. Here's our prayer of thanks. Please listen. We are grateful and we bless the flow of good that supports our unity community. We stand in the knowing that the flow of good goes forth, returning again and again, and so it is. Amen.
Sing, God is my source. God is my source. God is my power. God gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. God gives me everything I need. Love is my source. Love is my power. Love gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Love gives me everything I need. I sing joy. Joy is my source. Joy is my power. Joy gives me everything I need. So I give thanks for all my blessings. Joy gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need. God gives me everything I need.
For those of you keeping track, this has happened to me a couple of times up here. I skipped to the prayer after instead of saying the prayer before. So now you're going to get both. So we are grateful, and we bless the flow of good that supports our Unity community. We stand in the knowing that the flow of good goes forth, returning again and again, and so it is. Maybe, I don't know, but let's just move on. And again, once again, I started at exactly the wrong place. I was supposed to say divine love through me and ask you to join me. Divine love through me blesses and multiplies all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome, a special welcome to our guest today. Thank you so much for joining us. For information about Unity of Lawrence and the Unity Movement, please pick up a welcome packet in the foyer. The Sunday Lunch Bunch will share a meal today after the service at Perkins, 1711 West 23rd Street. Everyone is welcome. Join us next Sunday when Reverend Jen Hutchins brings us the message, A Thriving Path. Special music will be provided by Green Spirit Band. On Wednesday, September 10th, from 4:30 to 6:30 p.m., Aaron Norris, Jay Pryor, and our Unity chaplains will host a special time of connection and reflection in honor of World Day of Prayer. We'll have time for everyone to share a bit of their faith journey, bring a special poem or prayer, and participate in a collective meditation at 6 p.m. A special prayer flag will be created from this event. We hope you will join us. Share in the joy of making music together as we form a choir that will sing at our October 19th Sunday service. Rehearsals will take place on Mondays from 7 to 8 p.m. starting September 22nd. Please let us know of your interest by signing up in the foyer. Make connections while you care for others. We have an opportunity to provide meals and groceries for our Family Promise community on September 14th and 15th. We still need meal hosts. Is this calling you? Please sign up in the foyer if you can serve in this meaningful way. On Friday, September 19th at 6:30 p.m., join Marty Stemmerman for Exploring the Mystic's Paths into the Unseen Worlds. Using a sacred drum, Marty will guide a journey to discover our connections to nature and the loving guardian spirits that surround and guide us. If this calls to you, a workshop will also be offered on Saturday from 2 to 5 p.m. to further deepen our connections and understanding. More information can be found in the foyer. Want to make a positive difference in your own life, in your community, country, world? You can do that by learning and practicing the spiritual principles of prosperity. Living in the flow of abundance, spiritual prosperity for 21st century is a can't-miss class that will be held on Tuesdays beginning September 23rd. Taught by Reverend Anna Schausch, this class will use the amazing book Prosperity by Charles Fillmore as its foundation. More information may be found on our website. Contact the office with any questions. Come experience the immersive power of collective sound immersion provided by Society for Sacred Listening. A group of 8 or more participants joined in the collective healing intentions. On Saturday from September 27th, from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m., you will feel the peace of clearing and releasing old energies while experiencing this field of harmony and the unified intentions of peace and healing. A 20 to 30 love offering is suggested. And yes, there's more. Our choir has an opportunity to join in an amazing event at Unity Village on the evening of October 7th. We are hoping to help raise the roof during the affiliated New Thought Network open house featuring Ricky Byers leading the choir, the wisdom of Martha Creek, and more. If you're interested in this additional performance in the choir or would just like to attend this free event, please indicate your interest on the sign-up in the foyer. Mark your calendars for Sunday, October 12th, when Reverend Jen Hutchins will offer an afternoon workshop, The Art of Self-Care. Through simple writing and drawing exercises, you will uncover blocks to bliss, meditate with Mandela art, and create a personalized intention card. No prior artistic experience is required. Watch for more information coming soon. Our events happening this week include the open meditation group on Tuesdays at 6:30 and the men's group, including non-binary people, on Thursday at 7 p.m. Please check our website for more detailed information. And we're going to have one added.
I don't do this very often, but anymore these days, but I'm doing a every year I do this Celebration of Gratitude concert. It's going to be on November 15th. My sister, who plays fiddle and a bunch of instruments, actually we'll have a bunch of different instruments going on, so double fiddle and some other stuff. If you're interested, it's not up on my website yet, but it will be sometime soon. It'll be in the evening, a Saturday evening at a private home. And I just want to let you all know about that. There's also, I have an email list out there. If you're interested, I can let you know that way. So thanks.
Thanks, Cindy. I completely agree. It's now time to rise as you are able to sing the peace song.